of is movement, authentics. That one professor, that one only is movement. I'm going to have raised movement. Stop listening to manifestos. What are you doing with promise more than I to you? When you know this person cannot even keep to the word. The first and starting point was personality. And stop even listening to what we say. I can't make now. Nkwụsịa jee jụọ ese ndị mara n'ụlọ ndị ma ebe nlụgasị ebe nlụrụ akwụkwọ ifeanyị na onye a bụ ezigbo mmadụ ma ajọ mmadụ maka bụrụ na ajọ mmadụ is a non-starter. Forget anything I'm talking to you about. And I'm not here to tell you I'm a ezigbo mmadụ. I'm not on here. Go and do your due diligence. You are supposed to do that because you cannot have on this book matter and you're not. Many people actually thought they have go reduce can then I go in a village, but after in one school system, now work, healthcare system, now work, also now work. Yeah, I got miracle by I brought miracle. When you want to visa, they are London, there is no miracle. Miracle more. The real miracle now, go get in Dodger, have a buy your trouble, decided for Nigeria. That's the miracle. Let's fix this issue of political leadership. B, personality. The second people, can you platform? Why it's important when you yoke with the wrong people. When you are in the midst of wrong people, also have been on a school, or the gang gathering when I want to be just there. And some people open up, bring people and avatar. I would do respect some of my friends who are not here. I tell them that come and get APC's election and get to learn. Not because now it's what Madam come on before it's the potential from there. It's what Madam on a factor of 5, not 0.5. Because of you can't even speak truth anymore. When I never national joy condemn will say, you can call her because it's all in good books. A zero arrow, amen, is book. And for us, one of the most amazing things that's happened for that. In the Bible, when God said, and I call one obedience. It came out of Peter Ob's election. It's actually not just about Peter Ob, it's about the system that we cherish, which Peter Ob represented. That now we are in a hurry, in a quest for a better Nigeria. Nicodelia, Susan Chapel, obedience. And that is an incredible platform. The platform is not necessarily only a political party. In fact, some of us are achieving no agitate. Can when the independent candidates don't even need any party anymore to run for an election. And when structure full of it, accessible money, and appeal to the masses, go out there and present yourself. Has it whichever, has it another. The third piece process. How do you emerge? It's not enough. See from the right platform, it's still not enough. What process? Because when you now, again, yoke yourself with wrong people, you know, some godfathers, in quotes, there, under certain terms and conditions, to do their bidding and spread resources to come on to some people. It's woman again, it's that. Regina, when Dr. Jama here, Okija Shrine, Dogi, Wagi Ganema, it's no matter, it's that here. Regina, upon a not Supreme Court, for no identity, You are not going to be answerable to Supreme Court and judiciary. But open all the people, the masses, the 2 million of democracy, put it there. There's a woman again, because the mindset they have, how do you satisfy the people, and how do you satisfy God? The process of emergence, you must tick that box as well. And then the last bit with the promise. Now, can you hear now? Amen. So, once you forget the promise, manifested, it's not that the manifested are drawn back. A broad vision are drawn back. What the impact? Man, you have to go to these other 3 boxes. Now we can talk about taking an amen. And guess what? I'm going to have an amen at the so grandeur, master of. If you listen to you will listen to the actually. I believe you want empathy. You listen, you're humble. So it goes back to I've said this to people. Some of us are investors. But do you know how I make my investment? This is what I will tell you. Okay, I'm going to kind of back today. Now, he's a very savvy investor. You see, what is the idea? Get the business over. Because I have to go here and say, money. I'm ready to entrust resources to this care. When Mr. A and Mr. B, they are to me to present a business idea. Mr. B, I have nothing to do with Mr. B. I don't care how much money that's going to be. Because this is there in our borough. When you want to say, I don't have the right person. I invest in people more than idea. Not that idea is not important. Bring the two together. But somewhat of character. To say idea, I'm going to make it conditions change here. If one of the ideas are that one, we will show that goodness. Because I'm going to here to waste another person's money. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and every other thing shall be added. Seek ye first His bomb in politics, and all this other manifested thing shall be added. Because upon a matter of convinced in that one, upon a matter of word inspiration, now here brought cancer for you and lawyer gaga. Why do you think I'll be flying up and down, jumping everywhere? Because I'm sure federally. Whether I'm going in and out of my back, what am I doing here? I have enough for my family. I'm enough to train my kids and just live a comfortable life and move on. In fact, if you have an idea what I sacrifice by not being in the corporate world, if you have an idea, the comfort level on here, I'm not joking. But I threw those things away. I ignore those things as if they don't matter. Getting my friend, you can say I love the name, so I'm not supposed to be one of those that pick here, no team mansions here. Okay, no why. Now, I buy nature, I want him nature. Open out, those are my preoccupation. I promise you, you will not see me here. In fact, I made a mistake. I should have invited him here this evening. He needed past president of Hilton. He's in London. He's from Austria. And I mentioned to him I was going to Vienna. So he said to me, he's in London. So I said to him, okay, when I get into London, I will call him. I wanted him to accompany me here. Because the day we were in Dubai with one of my good friends and big brother, three of us, we were seeing that now I'm going to go into politics, I'm going to run for an umbrella profession. And the man was like, you out of your mind? You must be mentally, you must, and what are the adjectives and that's going on just Val, stop this. Do you know where your career will take you in another 5, 10 years? Do you know how to know that? Well, my prophet must say the world. And say, and so what? And so what? So let's actually assume that I make all the money and get all the comfort. Go on with the teacher, London, US, Dubai, look for the private jets to move around. Give me a message. Honestly, give me a message. Nakwa, Benda, Anambra, Nezo, Na Chontiga, Mka, he got out of one bad story after another. Mbappe TV, most of the headlines go down. You can't even. They say, okay, Ike Nigeria, can represent Nigeria. Lord, the Austrian man, I say, if I come to your house, to your village, your town, you still treat me as guilty until proven innocent. So what's the end of it? You see, if my life is all about what we have just described, and eventually I die, I, Valentine, would have died in vain. And that in fact, the more you guys speak, the more I see reason to go into politics. I tried my own best. I contributed my own little quota to changing our story. I just want to do my own bit. And that's why I pick my comfort life. You see, who here not go now presidential suite consecutively for 7 years? About now 1 million, 1.5 million a night. Who can go to Formula One with season tickets? Who can go to Grammy with John Legend, Schwarzenegger, and take selfie with you? Who shakes hands with at least 30 presidents every year in one spot? Tell me. Those are the things I sacrifice. There must be a reason. I brought for money, I brought for fame, or my car, or being married. Can I get ready to change our story? I'm telling you this from the depth of my heart. Leadership is by far the most important. And I will touch on Kenya and Anambra State. Okay, about Canada. In Ghana, you have why insecurity, roads, car, because no car. I got by me of mana, that's not possible. Everyone on our trauma manifesto cancer, get you to buy Taiwan. Just as I buy Taiwan.
They kidnapped the bishop today.
Which bishop?
Former bishop name.
Are you serious?
Now, yes. Bishop name. Obala. They kidnapped him. Yes. Taiwan.
Anyway, people, I'm happy that once in a while, let's take time to reflect. Let's just meditate. Let's introspect. I check in about why. Man can know what I know about it. And people, let's all resolve now. We are going to do our own bit. I am going to do my own bit. That's all that's required. And when we come together, in the future, and then the second problem, which is citizenship. Maka, I'm on the school down at church. I'm on the door. What actually are we doing? Who are we? Can he, you guys are power. Maka, unfortunately, that's another place we show this shamefulness in attitude and behavior. The Greeks categorized human beings into three. Well, so that from this first category, only the Bible actually self-centered. In other words, greedy. Just they don't care about second category, people who they consider tribal, people who just know about Abola, Ndoya, Ndotu, Linka, Linka. And the third category for citizens, natural common good, live and enlightened self-interest. The rest of the world understand 80% of us when you are in a law and order environment, it's not at all consequence for your action. But when you find yourself in Nigeria, the lawless who assume you show up and because you can actually more and so when you break on our fall from being selfish, nepotic to being citizen. Oh, I'm not calling that naturally more and maybe don't want instead of 85%, you know what I'm saying? How about down to 60%? Can one 40 again, and then by the time you have proper leadership that will now institute a law and order environment, you force the other people to behave appropriately. More than consequences for action under the change. And that's why, again, you need to go back to a spokesman who should know what to do to place law and order environment. A na-agụ ụlọ ihe mgbakọ chesia sị na ndị ọcha kara anyị mma n'ọhịa ndị a ga-agba emetekwu. The reason we are everywhere in the world, the Western world, because of law and order. Victor has repeated this over and over and over. Egypt fear. What culture do we celebrate? It is actually very shameful. It is sad that most times, do you know what we do? We celebrate the status quo instead of challenging the status quo. In our sense, in God, or making sense, or can only see. And I said to him maybe here before, and so what? And so freaking what? Or can it necessary? Can it not be improved upon? Keep asking that question in every setting, in every arena. Who you are. It's important that can you do what I have to do? At a family meeting, give them. You can get a phone, they got saying on the okay. Nonsense on things. No marker, and voice. They want a voice. What if it's their voice that will give you the solution? What if? We need to challenge status quo. And guess what? This is what has helped many societies. Ego Kaizen, change for the better. You will see what Japan achieved with this principle. Kaizen is about cutting three things: Muda, Mura, Muri. MSC, take your time to read about these things. KAIZEN, change for the better. It's a methodology, it's a subject matter. I'll put something as before. Corporate worlds, individuals now imbibe this culture to help improve the level of efficiency. By cutting, the most important part of it is cutting waste. Pastor Ken Ozigbo said, "Open on your microphone. I'm going to go out here. I am not going off Igbo question, Anambra question." It's important. All you have to do, and I mayor, in moderation. If you are meeting for 2 hours, it will look 1 hour, 30 minutes, with 2 hours, watching, whatever that meeting is shameful. Quote me. Challenge status quo. Nanjena your village, nothing improves. The same way, it's a paper, it's a culture, it's a Jalia, it's a Igbo. Nothing changes. It changes. That's why when you tell me a grandfather and daughter, get it better. The man not kites, make the kites closer, 8 bus, 3/8. That is improvement. That's the evolution. What are we doing? You take it and if I was still as dirty as it has always been. You know the operative and having many and got to know man so that the can we pick up. It's just what are you talking about? What culture are we celebrating? These two things can be magical to our lives. I'm not here to, like I said before, one of 7 asking, can you make it in a diaspora? No, that's one vote. Not be a, not how I know what I'm doing. More than anything else. Yeah, beyond your influence and capacity and all that. But kindness, hunger for real change. Can you power and dry before our time elapses? We should have the urgency of what I'm talking about. I didn't just get into politics because now when it's my call. No. I turned 50 and make a determination. I promised God, and thankfully, we changed in 2021. We fought a lot of battles. But out of being in Nepal and PDP, about 25 that declared interest, 21 that bought funds. With all the experiences and billionaires have, I beat them all and became the candidate of PDP in Anambra in 2021. Out of all the struggle, betrayals that we suffer within PDP, causing the court, until 3 weeks to the election, from Kamote, victory and Supreme Court, Afan Kapota as a candidate. 3 weeks to the election. And then the denominational politics act in India, still, battle of 2 incumbents, local incumbents. Obiano, hope they go and support the professor. The APC, presidency, everyone bought somehow the House of Arrest members, Golo and Yuba, still put on by a second. And guess what? It wasn't a loss. We started something that was special. And that's why today, even any poll, you will have from TNK Solo, the TNK body, where John Diana, who do you wish to be your next level? I've not seen any score less than 90% for myself. That's amazing. However, we live in Nigeria, a country called Nigeria. We know the issues, but I don't want those issues to confuse us, to confuse you. I'm resolute in my mind about what we're going to do to emerge victorious, in spite of the inadequacies. This is not a campaign season yet. People are buying them a campaign. And I had a little kata, Obune, Bawa, Guama, Zoku, Quakapa, Nakoso, in What are those fears? Next year, I will introduce myself from the platform for the first time. But what are those fears? I know this. Some of them are actually real and genuine and have a solution. Some are actually totally misplaced. For the last seminar, what do you want God to? Because the thing is not in that time, then one company. In my life, going to go ahead, Nigeria, and vote doesn't even matter. Didn't Peter B win? Was it declared? See what happened in the door. Listen, I hear this a lot. But I've been asking them, do you have a better proposition? So, what do we do? Can I go for them? Can I go see them? So, how to them, Gaba? Ndori was empowered. How to them, Gaba? Is that the answer? Because, like I said, I follow simple logic. I like things that make sense. If you are not close to me, what you can make sense. You never do room, I can get spelled Yes, okay. Give me another solution. Because hopefully not here. What can I? So let's not give up. Then you're dead already. You are now hopeless. So let's celebrate hopelessness. I just say, well, I believe in the Quran. The man has to make sure I live in the Quran. I don't know why everybody goes. However, people, do not join the rest in being transactional, in being selfish. Let's try to be purposeful in our dealing, particularly now we understand the importance of political leadership. Let us be purposeful. Let me tell you how to be purposeful. Open A, na B, na Z election. And A can become sovereign. Forget here my A or my chance, one no chance. Sovereign A. When I was no photo, one maybe here, guess about one aga. Only to know him, a close way to America. Then you are part of this problem. I think so, no, Bessia, a kidnap or Mamma, or Bomagi, or Bomba. After all, Onya Hamelia, on one. According to any number today, we're chilling my coffee now. For the cross soludo, I'm a soludo and God support this evil achievement. Then you are the problem. Hold yourself fully and totally accountable. Madam, before the sin, how are we going to know that you're different? Politics. Now, I have to go to another. It's going to have this moment. How about you? I want to walk one about there. I have just two responses for that. Okay, truly speaking, politics are a changing man. It brings out totally who you are. You check here, no former. You join this is who he has always been. But we were confused. Actually, why I was central bank governor. It will be software. It will do more. It will be central bank. It will be transport. It will be UBA. It will be Diamond. It will be Valentine. Make those inquiries. You will come to a conclusion. We were yesterday in Manchester. The rest is issue. You see how the politics change between you will very come. Politics is changing. And take instance, when I run a transport, you won't even know number MD, CEO. Again, I'm not really here to defend myself. Abraham is on number, is woman. I said, go and do some due diligence. Whatever the resulting with the William Maine. Mana, in one hour, talk doesn't number is woman. Iji Macanona have one day or make we walk against his woman. If from blame yourself. That's all. That's all. And one of those here is a win-win for me. Now, it's also good to Nambella. Once you do over, my headmaster, I will know more. You can say it on an argument. To come and say, no, they're mellow. Was it in an inevitable? Legacy, other one of so that this is a woman, good morning, let me pull those up. Because let some of these fears dissipate, let them disappear. They don't belong here. Why am I saying this? I'm not by any chance even saying that Soludo will have a better chance of winning. But I'm saying that even if someone will have a better chance of winning, and if you know will a better option, follow getting a better option. Because when you give up, rather than trying, then you diminish the chance of that better option from action. And that has been our thing. When they proceed. Now, so 2027, nobody should challenge Tinubu now, okay? Nobody. Because when they give them a while again, he did control the judiciary. But guess what? If we really know who we are, some of us profess that they believe in God. We really don't, because we believe in God. Chukwu has not yet come to the affairs of men, but Nigeria. He hasn't, and he can, and he will. When we do the right thing and predispose ourselves. Sometimes we even pray selfishly, and that's why they don't get answered. See, I can walk somewhere in the room, and he said something that's remarkable. Awesome. Someone, said, now, will of God, will of God. And when Kechukwu permits, and we're going to tolerate. Always encourage again to our job. And up now, and it's for several continue on your gapia that is deserving of our. So when we beckon on him, we predispose ourselves to attract the grace. We still not only able to That's when that Proverbs 19 will come to transmission. And one of many of such stories. One I trust which like here, me alone we are going to go the story of Gideon. Israel is an example of how special they are. Imagine being in captivity for 400 years. When they predispose, or some people, but that's when they rejoiced. In other period, they suffered. And how often I'm also saying this, I'm a place for faith like I never. I'm a place for action like I never. You need to bring the two together. Then you want the perfect will of God. Not the tolerated one, not the permitted one, not the good readers. Truly speaking, God can still be God in the affairs of men. Even with what I've said, I want to also let you know we do have incredible chance of success. Mana, Erika. What are we going to do, my Banya? And then on your campo. These two things, I'll run them very quickly, can pause there, so that we'll have enough time for interaction. We got some bullets I can shoot now. I don't know already, but then I am a platform. I quite the morning cake, but I come there, go no, get them no. When you might say, how I can more than happy to respond. How are we going to change the story and invest it? Set an example of what governance should be. I want 3 perspectives to leadership, to governance. 3. Nkembo sector approach. Which sectors are important to us? Where are we in those sectors? Where can we possibly be? And what do we need to do to get there? Some of these questions, some require you to go down to the Anambra, twice on that part. I agree and I take notes. And one day, you get villages, and when you do that, you begin to discover the nuances, the sensitivities. Imagine that now, yes, over here needed commonly. Women like a picture, Kalium working, urban, career rural, young, career old, and that's those nuances. And got to think about those carefully. Our most important need today is security. Can I get men to feel safe at home? Most of the places in the diaspora, what I hear about, because when I get men talk about it, say, hapụ ma ọkụ, hapụ ma mmiri, hapụ ma ụzọ. Just can not go bend down when you can with 2 eyes closed. It is that important to us that we're even ready to sacrifice anything else just to feel safe. Rightfully so, because guess what? Oh, you didn't do other things. And also, guess what? Even the government recognizes that this is most important. This is the primary role of government: security and welfare of citizens. It is written carefully there. And that's why some say at security votes, and what are road votes, and what are health votes, and what are security votes. Okay, because then I show how many I'm going to rush through now. So, security is that important. That important, and here again, a broken rocket science. We've had issues like this in the past. Something was done about it. We could learn what are those things, how can we replicate? We can even do more. We can take things to a much higher level. I want to promise you that to even deal with anything, security or another things in game, it goes back to the same point about is movement. That's the starting point. All the campaign Buhari by Empower. He brought in security in the process of Nyama by Empower. And by so doing, he foreclosed his chances of covering his security in Nigeria. Before the bandits, even the bandits started, accusing him. If you touch us, I was so therefore, because they are partners. So the best thing going to be about happen a part of the criminals. Then you can fight the criminals. If you associate yourself in any form of shape, you foreclose your chances. But you must see the moral ground to do the needful, to challenge the status quo, to fight whoever needs to be fought. You can only go to equity to clean things. So, behind the to assemble, train, empower, equip, energize, motivate, and protect the Carolina across board and partnering with the local, the services and industry. It's clear. I've done plenty video on this. And I've sat down with someone like Governor Joy Manapia. It's done extremely well, even in the area of insecurity. We've shared notes this regard. I sat down with some people, advanced, who tells me how we can even just put some drones up there, monitoring the Anambra State, where you can generate any kind of that feels and get things working. Half each they will phone to them, indicator, they'll feel uncomfortable and also by a or when can I get a state? When can I get regionally in the southeast? How do we bring the governors together to reason together? So that operate Trohana Imo, Abatanambra, Trohanabra, Abajimo, we need to do it concurrently so that people will feel uncomfortable and I can go on and on and on. In human capital development, education, healthcare, and the economy, poverty eradication. In education, how do we pursue the triple agenda of affordability, of quality, and of relevance? Can you give it to enough resources and work with partners to devote sufficient resources in the area of education? Can you give it to train the teachers, improve the infrastructure, current descent for quality education, even institute a performance-driven environment, and making them best teachers and best school awards, and people will sit up. We got students are going to go give twice greater as worst teacher. You will probably say that resign or shape up. What do we do to also enhance the relevance? Open up devotional skills, actually, so that all work can dream back. Only put we can add value. Or would actually go take up and we go back to primary school, secondary school, and study the coding programming languages so that ndị be anyị ejiri tech wee mara ihe a ga-eme ga-adị. And nkwụsị ya onwe gap with your own idea. I say go and carry those. Healthcare is something, particularly in our primary healthcare. How do we make sure now we actually institute a performance-driven environment? About the consequences, most of the times, let you just sign them or because they get away with those things. When you make it impossible for people to get away, they will shape up. And then one actual training that they need to be part of, we institute that. Before you travel all over the medical office and that, you have to be well coached on matters of integrity and ethics. I made it clear by Oshibo. Other sectors in England, American agriculture, trade and commerce, infrastructure, power, roads, and port system. Within the term I got of 4 years. Yes, I intend to be there for no more than 4 years. So respect the silence. And my leadership, I also make sure I do what I call a proper succession planning. So when you get about that, a progressive matter, I'll carry on with the vision. Not some accidental matter. To do that, we will be on the right path to changing the story of black men in the world, using Anambra as a game plan. The second approach, which is cluster approach, get closer to the impact, he makes sure that you have some attention and concentration. Onisha ought to be a proper commercial hub, the largest market in West Africa. There's a goose of this. What do we need to do in Onisha to make it a center of excellence? What do we need to do in Nnewi to make it a true industrial hub that access? Not just in Nnewi, but access. Here, Nnewi South. What do we do in Oka to make it a true capital city? Anambra should boast of having the best capital city. What do we need to do in that regard? Government to also enhance agricultural processing. Which is a good place for with time industrialists in Ghana to processing agricultural products from primary production to the warehouse to export, created a hub. Can I get a take-off when we start a proper take-off of Ghana? Tech giants will actually start coming into Anambra to establish their regional headquarters. And then India, we're going to be on the map for good reasons. On India, will come Anambra Chapel. Inspired from Matthew 5:6, let the light so shine before men, so they will see the good deeds and glorify Father who is in heaven. Because of one partnership approach, can I get to leverage the resources of the make them part of governance, celebrate them. They will still love it, they will still do it well, and that will be a story for another day. You build 1 kilometer road, when the commission one, as a state governor, then that's Mojoto, I will match it with another 1 kilometer road and track what is going on there. If we are mayor, Ndogili, Kafo, Dogu, Galon, Kadamachia, Ndimpo, Ndoro, Ndoka, Ndinibo, Ndinas. Before I know, was on a number I checked it. This is for that for where's it human resources concentrate on. Now introduce a competitive environment for what is good. And the development agenda, not by how many crystal champagne handle or how many Rolls Royce they parked in the garage. Let's compete for those privileges. Imagine that this December, 30 people are settled, not only partners with us. And I bring somebody like, I don't know, Michelle Obama or Kagame of Rwanda to come and decorate those people. Honor them. What am I? CNN and co. Yes. And how many problem will take it personal. And we always start to CBS to make a case for them. These are our partners. Every next December, that 30 may become 100. And I compete to see by how do they partner with us to progress our society. How can we be billionaires everywhere? There's nothing to show our home ground. Through creativity, imagination, and change our society for good. Valentine Ozigbo, my name I've mentioned from Amis. Started my work, more. As a headmaster, as a catechist, and moved around many villages because of this position. And those before returning to Amis to complete and cross the River College for my secondary school. And but throughout my stay in the village, Kamotalo 40 here in Yellow Mountain today, I grew up as a last born, actually last born, Nabongo to catch up with the Tolo. And I also learned what pursuit of excellence meant at a tender age because I just wanted to do my father, my eldest brother, proud. And learn Korean discipline because Igbo never nagging and prison as headmaster. Or didn't watch here, I came over imagine. So to avoid Ikoko, better behave. But this is how I was home. And that's why, with the grace of God, because I was never the most talented, I was never the most intelligent. However, for whatever reason, I will perform in the self and I can wear my outfit. So I was one of the best students in my primary school. My secondary school, I did well, represented school in the quiz competitions and all those stuff. But importantly, Father Valentine Ozigbo called me back, the only person in Portugal to teach while I was waiting for university admission. I taught physics and math at that tender age, and that helped to hold my level of confidence. Such that when I began University of Nigeria, Enugu campus, I actually declared openly that I'm not Jacqueline, I'm out that I can't make anybody get in my class. Even though Nancyba, bless you, and has those beautiful schools are there. DMGS, CKC, Paragon College, and special science school. And that came to me. I made the best result in the department, the best result in the faculty. I had my MBA at State University. Eventually qualified as a total accountant and became a fellow from Institute and a fellow of multiple other bodies. Later on, again, achieving scholarship to come to this England. I went to and then distinction is fine. And good microphone says so eventually enrolling in all global skill program which I did in three universities, SBS in Africa, SBS school. And yes, I was elected the president of the class, which I am to today. I've done a couple of other, executive programs in different places, But in banking, where I started my life for 17 years, I served as a copper in non-merchant bank in the export department. And when I left my service, my boss then, Peter Bozo, late now, actually wept because he wanted me to return. And I had admission offer letter from Diamond Bank. So I joined Diamond Bank. And within 6 months in Diamond Bank, I was actually posted to Warrior Branch and General, but I didn't know that's where that my destiny would even shine more. Because within 6 months, I was voted the best staff of Diamond Bank in Nigeria. By my 5th year, I become a branch manager. My 7th year in different other institutions, I risen to a regional manager. Eventually got to a level of GM at a very young age. Became head of international banking, head of global transaction banking, head of embassies and multilaterals. And even though my first 30 years, I never traveled anywhere outside of Nigeria, but within the period I was not holding this responsibility, I would visit at least 15 countries every year, opening banks in different places, including here in the UK. And what it means to go to a foreign country and interview the local as their employer. That's how God took my level, where it took me to before I eventually was held into Transcorp and first CEO of the hotel business after Transcorp acquisition. And within 7 years, transformed that hotel. It remains the best business hotel in Africa. And twice I was voted CEO of the Year in the world, in Greece and in Spain. And promoted to become the president of Transcorp Group, covering all the businesses of Transcorp. And beyond the corporate world and all that we've done and trained over 2,000 bankers, I've also done a bit in philanthropy, trying to encourage the youngsters, particularly youth and women. I'm doing a lot of things. I've held various seminars just to help their knowledge. Done business plan competition in AMAC, in different places, where we support people with money and mentorship. Some got 2 million, 1 million. Just yesterday, somebody mentioned to me that she was one of the beneficiaries of 1 million. She's doing her master's in Amsterdam, and she was sad that I visited Amsterdam and left. She only knew after I left, making all the promises and the messages on my phone. So we've done things like this to touch lives. And we've also done talent hunt, singing, acting, dancing competition to help people who are skilled. And what I used to do, when I discover a great talent, I'll do my little best to push it forward, because I also invest in the entertainment world, in creative world. And one of the owners of Merry Men 1, 2, 3, if you watch those movies, you see executive producer, you see my name there. So we try to do that because even in the music industry, I try to support a lot of artists. And that's why whenever I do these events in Amex, you will see up to 10,000 people gather. I've brought almost all the A-list artists to my village. It was long before I went into politics. So this is not about politics. And even in the church, in the religious world, I used to be the chairman of Unusual Praise, the largest Catholic gospel event. But look at me inside. Took place December 13. We've held the 4th edition in Onitsha. And through this Unusual Praise, we also started what they call Unusual Entrepreneurs. How do we help people within the church economically so that in the economical, they want to help. When it to come together, it can become magical. So, in all, I want to make a promise to the number. I am not in this for pecuniary interest. I'm here to see how we can change our story for good. I intend to make God proud of Anambra State. I intend to make Anambra proud of their state. I want to be the best governor Africa has ever seen. This is let's work together and help ourselves. I'm brought to help me. Let's help ourselves. God bless you.
Continue clapping, continue clapping, continue clapping. So we are lack of work. Before the first session, I will crave your indulgence for a 10-minute distance so that people will be able to need food, please, continue something. While the presentation is going on, I'll call on the Christians to have a discussion for the committee. I call on them. You said, Dr. Lopez,
but because we also have non-sitting guests, Igbo-sitting guests, I'll try and use individual. In fact, we have come, listened, and heard from our son, our brother, our mentor, our leader. It is very inspiring for us also who are taking the position of leadership here in the UK, trying to bring our people together to see the journey, the toil, the challenges, and the barriers, the pain that our brother has to go to come to where he is today. Whilst we are not here to completely say that we are here to endorse him, we are here to learn from him and then follow the good leader as he presented. So this is the day of reflection. As an Andreas, as I am personally touched by his testimonies. This is a time for us to have a discussion on the way forward for our dear state. And it is very, very fundamental that we have our hearts open to who will lead our state. So, I'm here to, on behalf of Anambreans in the United Kingdom, to welcome his testimonies, his speech, his vision for Anambra State. And as he spoke, he mentioned that this work is for all of us. It's not a one-man job. As you already can testify, this is a man that has gone there and won the t-shirt. He knows what he's talking about. And we are able to put questions to him. And then we can make up our mind how we can follow the good work. But this work is for all of us. And today is a very important day for us in diaspora, in UK, in London, to start building that state that some of us, most of us are afraid to go back to. This is a collective call to work and rebuild Anambra State. Anambra State is the beacon of Igbo land. We know that, we feel it, and we have to make it happen. So I congratulate my brother for the good work he's doing, for his vision for Anambra State. We know as lay people that most times people are very reluctant to embrace politicians because we always think they just tell us what we want to do. But when the time comes, you will not even have the opportunity to speak to them because they have taken the post. So we thank God that hopefully we are ready for a new journey to rebuilding Anambra State. Thank you very much once again.
Before the question session, I will appreciate the crewman from the media to also be able to finance, and then I'll call on my Senate Council, and then Senior, Mr. Guapo. Two minutes, jump into the one. Sorry, the crew of Hungry and Angry. Dr. Chile, Abraham.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Acknowledge the presence of Dr. Gomora, one chair I think I saw the welcome section. Yeah, we have dignitaries here today. Let me be quick. 2022, I took my kids to Nigeria because I wanted them to understand my hometown, understand where they come from. Because, obviously, some of us that have kids here end up not having our kids go. So I took that risk. People are like, others are running away from Nigeria, you're taking your kids to Nigeria. It's quite a risk, but it was worth taking. So and that period happened to be the period when I met this gentleman here. I met him under unique circumstances because he actually saw a video that I made, and that was regarding to Anambra State election, because at the time there was so much insecurity situation, but Obiano government decided to invite Buhari, and they were giving him a whole lot of security. So I wonder, so you could actually dedicate this kind of security to the president, but Anambarians were languishing in distress. So he called me and said he could feel my position, he felt my, my anger and all that, and he assured me that if he became the governor of Anambra State, that he would take care of insecurity. Unfortunately, he finished second. I wish the Anambra election were a lot more transparent, because if you watch the debate, he actually emerged triumph, and a lot of although they got to know the man who is humble, gentle, ready to listen to his people. I have a gentleman here, he hasn't been to Anambra State in the past 40 years. He's is here today, it's part of my group. Sir, would you guarantee this young man here that if you become a governor, that you will make him come back to Oka and invest? He's actually from Oka, he hasn't been there in 40 years. He's from oil and gas sector. I am trying to coerce him to come to Anambra State. Would you help me and say to him, if you emerge the governor, you will bring him to Anambra State? That's Barrister Emeka Iloma. Guaranteed that.
This is a question of time. So we have our questions. Members are free to ask their questions, but we have some already sent questions that we have to ask before. But before then, I call on my senior counsel, as some people who are to ask questions and well, to provide also words of Chief Doctor Evangelist Kitchen, the Vice President.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Please, for the benefit of the lady and some people, my lady, and some people who are here who do not understand the language, I'll crop your indulgence to speak English. Because now some people here do not, I'm quite sure we live in England, so a lot of people can speak and understand English, so I don't think it's a big issue. First of all, I want to thank Ego Amis. As he has said before, a lot of us know him. In fact, I've known him for nearly 35 years. We were together for 5 years in my university, and we would see each other almost every other day. And subsequently, as he was moving on in life after I had left, we, from God's mercy, we got quite a time. We knew him when we were in our very late teens, before we hit 20. And then eventually we moved on because of the various goals we have in life. But when I met him, I knew that he had a lot to offer to humanity. I've watched him with keen interest from his banking sector to the time he headed a transport. We knew what that company, that corporation was before he went in. But with unwavering gravitas and sagacity, he brought that company to a very top position by the time he left Abuja to head the whole corporation. And I know what he wants. He has mentioned about himself, but I know that he wants more than what he says he wants. But he's not one of those who want to boast about whatever they have. But I know that it is a lot of sacrifice for him to come out and want to help the Anambra. I'm not going to, I must imagine that this is an interactive conversation. He's actually touched a lot of areas. I was going to ask about, he mentioned about security. He mentioned about the fact that, we all know that now, it's almost like, if I would borrow my lady's language, kidnapping and stuff, it's almost like a usual food, what happens every day in Nigeria. And he's mentioned that. But I want not just him, but all of us here to reflect on the fact that we saw what happened with presidential elections. We won it, we didn't won it, but it was taken away. We saw what happened in a job. Emma, as people would say that, okay, and then you know your money. That meaning that if you are awake, the rat cannot steal your soul. But I want to ask, not just him, but here, how do we intend to secure our votes? How shall we make our votes count? Because we've seen elections and elections. I don't want to say that, oh, we're not going to be, I don't want us to start feeling, oh, what and so what, we will still vote, or what's the point going to vote? Like you mentioned before, it will amount to serious logical inconsistency for us to say, oh, and I've had this conversation with a lot of people last time I went to Nigeria. I said, yes, you can win. Your opinions, we're popular, but what happens finally? Are you going to get the votes? Are you going to be recognized? Will INEC announce your votes? The winning votes. So I want us to reflect. I am reflecting. I'm thinking. I'm thinking about security. I'm thinking about giving people, the right people at the right place. Once I know that we also have the power of the incumbents and this is a very corrupt society. We're not the most corrupt country, as I know, but we are corrupt. We must say the truth. How do we deal with that? The CCTV camera, the people, the human logistics, and the technology to make sure that our votes count. Because there will be a pushback from those who do not want us to be there. There will be a pushback from those who do not want this to happen anymore. So how do we deal with that? And we are reflecting. So it's an interactive conversation. Thank you, everybody. And once again, Ozigbo, a great liar. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. It's a long walk. I think the question is good and what is from the center questions before this town hall, we have the first question that came from Dr. Azuka Benson, and the question goes: what plans do you have to better tolerance? How do you plan to combat poverty and hardship?
He's eating. When is that eating?
And then from Lady Ozemena Ibegulu, the question what plans do you have to better improve our health system, especially in an emergency situation, like aspect of a strong person follow up? How do you intend to deal with the hospital asking for a deposit before they can commence treatment? This has caused a lot of careless deaths that could have been prevented. That is from
Excuse me, sorry. Somebody in Facebook asked a live question. Can I mention it? His question is, what is Valentine's plans on ending sit at home should he become the next governor of Anambra State? From Facebook.
Yes. Your plan for ending sit at home if elected governor of Anambra State.
My own. Okay.
And the top question came from Ozo Chooks Ukeke, Akubezu, if they do. The question is, you previously ran for gubernatorial election in Anambra State and came second under PDP. Considering the level of insecurity in the whole of Southeast and Anambra State in particular, what could you have done differently from what our governor is currently doing in tackling insecurity in Anambra State?
I take the more live questions here. Some of them I want to respond to already.
Is there another live question?
Let me check.
Yeah. Okay. No, these are after this, then we can go for them. That is actually what we want to do. And then the second question was, what is your blueprint for boosting agriculture and tackling security?
Okay.
The last question actually came from Chief Ifediorama David Mokoro, Ifediorama Abiyu. And the question reads thus: what life experience do you have how does that relate to the position that you are trying to get elected for? That's question one. Question two, how do you plan on tackling issues such as unemployment and education, law and order? These are the questions from Chief David Botana. And these are the live questions that we got. We have a live question
Yes,
coming up from you.
Yes, the other one is Anambra is an ABGA state. How can His Excellency take the state from the, he said, he used the word talons of the mighty cockerel?
Yes. The floor is open. We do it in only fashion. If you have a question, just put up your hand. You can ask the question to His Excellency. I will start with the ladies first, then I'll ask you. Susan, this question.
Good evening, distinguished gentlemen. This is the Susan. I just want to ask that most people don't know about this yet. This is about this security in our place. And recently I read, I saw that Toronto refused to pay what the people were paying before. And it was that the contractors that secure Anambra. So those security recently got worse because of Toronto refused to pay them. So I don't know whether it's something you wish to do when you go, or will you try to neglect those guys, the security people that Toronto refused to pay? Because I think some people say that it's like security is not working. Thank you.
Thank you. That's it. We have Dr. Online.
Thank you very much. Your presentation speech is quite visionary. There is no doubt that you're prepared for this journey. You have contested before. You are also run for Senate. You're right. So you have some experience. Now, the question is important we focus on it. What are you going to do with INEC? All this, anyone is privilege, you shouldn't give up. But votes don't count in Nigeria. We have to just say it. Votes do not count in Nigeria. It is not small, it's not it's a practical to work. What's the plan to address INEC? INEC, they sit one place and write the result. That is the issue. So that's one. Two, they just set up the Southeast Development Commission. And I have just seen one here that they have just appointed the first official of Southeast Development Commission. After the war, there was agreement of no victor, no vanquish. And there was agreement for reconciliation, reconstruction, and rebuilding. But it never happened in the South. Now we have Southeast Development Commission. What will be your plan? I heard you say for regional integration and working with your brother government, you need to make sure that the Southeast Development Commission is not like NDDC or the other ones before it, so that again the resources that go into that commission can be used to develop their region. I wish you well. Thank you.
Do you want to take responsibility? One other one. I think.
If I go to the audience, I don't want to be in your shop.
All right. I want to pass all the question. So let me now respond to them quickly. First, thank you again because now that you all paid that attention and the feedback is very encouraging. Usually I prefer to let people ask direct. I can go for the later on, normally can answer me already. And I hope we are full repetition. That's why they suggest to go on the amount of the actual guest based on interval and growth. What I'm seeing here for two categories of people. One problem protection of the mandate. Getting high together.
Yes,
There are
because
times you do close up.
I know, but this is strenuous.
Secure the voice,
You can still.
particularly in the comments. Let's say votes don't count. Is that truly, is that correct? That votes don't count. That's the first set of things I will deal with. And some also call Anambra outcast states. Is that truly correct? Then the second set of questions border on Ihagebe, talking about the border on security,
Next trend is it tomorrow morning.
economy,
I'm telling you, it's ready.
unemployment, and agriculture, and what have you. And some health. I will then add the third part. What do we expect from honor and diaspora? Those are the three things I will try to respond. Nke mbụ bụ na votes
In a touch is
actually do count in Nigeria. Evidence proves positively that
if I don't take 2217,
however,
the next one goes in
there are also
5
factors
6.
Masalo, the rigging. Bruna, or be close enough, and Bruna, the supposed winner, in Nigeria. Now, after the election, some people demand in some places go see now votes against the people not in power. Canada is an example. Apple is an example. Votes counted in those areas. But the unique thing about those two places, the win was massive. So when they try to manipulate her
That's
fraud,
a joint class in my living room.
so
Joint class in my living room.
enjoyable football match every month. Now the referee, I don't do they and bribe. You give up, the members referee got against you. You double your effort. In the goal, double now. Before referee now, I just also care about the team. Anyone was stolen because the market, the window was closed. All they needed to do was look at one local government, pay close attention to that local government, maybe manipulate it, and then it goes to where? To say that. Edo, similar. The truth is, PDP guys messed up, created a lot of enemies. And those people can't talk with the guys from APC and imagine us those. And so, concentrate on one or two local governments to get out. Kano, where check here, if there's one northern state, APC trouble, check here, Kano. Even Kano, the current APC chairman, former governor of Kano, many other police care. Stop looking at these systems. Indiana graduate GSC into a system. What are you going to do to protect your own territory, your politics, your world? Focus on that. Just maybe a little more than that. Nothing to do. You know what?
Sorry, I just end this. Um,
What's that? What to do to protect your world?
um, Hello, everyone. Hello. Unfortunately, we have to end the live now. I didn't introduce it initially, but we have to end the live now. And like you all know, it was His Excellency Valentine Ozigbo that came into town. It's one of his town hall meetings in London, and he had quite a turnout. And we have been here almost 2-3 hours. I appreciate everyone that watched us in live, both in YouTube and Facebook. Until next time, everybody stay blessed.
Yes.